Hi Otters, final video. So we ate our food, we chewed it, we added our saliva, we mushed it about, we then swallowed it, it went down into our stomach where we added our stomach acid and we mushed it around in there. Then we squeezed it out of our stomach into our small intestine and we squeezed it all the way down through our small intestine. And we're now in our large intestine, or colon, also known as, at the bottom. So what happens here is this is where the more squeezing happens, and all of the leftover water, any other nutrients, you can hopefully see that running out of the bottom and over the back of my hand. There we go. Lots of water and nutrients, all the goodness that your body can possibly get from the food that you've eaten is squeezed out. There's quite a pool of it in the towel at the bottom now. It's all squeezed out, all this goodness, all this juice, and we're left with basically the leftovers, the bits we can't use are left in the bottom of our colon. So obviously this is now, make sure we've got everything out, right. So this is now waste material. We can't do anything with this that's left over. We don't need it anymore. So this is then squeezed out through, right, this is then squeezed out, jug. So this is the really messy bit. This is then squeezed out of our bodies because we don't need it. You could also do this by putting it into a plastic or paper cup with a hole in the bottom, and you could squeeze it out through that if getting it out of the tights is quite difficult. So it's then squeezed out of our bodies. We don't need it anymore. And obviously this is the bit that we call poo. Okay, so this is leftover waste material that we have now squeezed from our colon, from our large intestine, colon, large intestine, squeezed it out, and that is poo. It's material that we don't need anymore. So that's the whole process. We ate our food, we added saliva, we did that in the bag, we mushed it all up, we then swallowed it down into our stomach where I added stomach acid. Any acidic fruit juice will work fine. We squashed it all around. We then cut a small hole in the bottom of the bag, squeezed it into our representation of our small intestine. I didn't squeeze it through 7 meters of small intestine, I'm sorry. We squeezed it all the way down into our colon. I squeezed out all the possible goodness, nutrients, water, fluid, anything else that our bodies could absorb and use out of the bottom. And then I cut a very small hole. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. Very small hole, there we go, in the bottom of our colon, tight. And we squeezed out the waste material. And then we have in the bottom of the jug, we have the leftovers, the bit that we didn't need. Okay? I hope that has helped you to understand how digestion works, coupled with the work that we did last week about teeth, that you can understand which ones are used for ripping, for chewing, and for all of those kind of functions, and you can see how this all fits together now. So I want you to go to your sheet and I want you to fill it in, and then I want you to upload it onto Dojo for me so that I can see it. Which part of our digestive system did each part of the demonstration represent? Okay, there's some headers, some titles at the top to help you out if you can't quite remember, and obviously you can always watch these videos back through to help you out if you need to. Have a fantastic week. Hope you enjoy these science sessions. Bye bye.